happy 2025. We are currently on our way to Cleveland in Brisbane to catch the 7 AM ferry to North Stradbroke Island. So we are starting the year off with an absolute bang. I'm not gonna lie, 24 hours ago we had no idea that we would be going to Straddy, but holiday season, northern New South Wales and close to the Gold Coast, is impossible to book anywhere. And we wanted to bring Bindi. We wanted to bring Bindi. I couldn't find anywhere, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna jump on the Sea-Link website, see if there's any ferries to Straddy, and there was some available, so I thought, why not? Going for 4 nights, and yeah, we've never been to Straddy, so we're pretty keen. It was a bit stressful, like the last couple hours have been pretty stressful trying to get the car packed that quickly. We're pretty low on sleep right now, but I'm sure once we get there it's all going to be worth it. So yeah, let's go. Okay, we just hopped off the ferry, just pulled over on the side of the road just to let Bindi have a little run around on the grass because it was a long trip for her. Hey Bindish! It's definitely a bit different getting off a ferry to civilization and not a sand beach. But...
The number one rule of camping is it hasn't begun until the socks and shoes come off and they don't go back on until you're done. Let's go, Bindi. Come on.
Alright, we are on our way to the other side of the island. We're camping on Main Beach, which is one of the areas where you can camp with your dog. Hair down time. Hey,
I don't use all 4. I just use one on the front, one on the back, and move them when they're done so that they're the same, because sometimes these can be a little bit inaccurate. I'm going like 18 on the front and 20 on the back, because the back has lots of weight in it.
Lots of weight packed to the brim. So we didn't check the tides, which is pretty dumb of us, and it's pretty high. But I think we'll be alright. You reckon?
We'll be alright.
Yeah, what do you reckon, Bindi? So we've made a pretty bad decision, and the tide is a bit too high to keep going. And there's a tree in our way, so we're just gonna have to hang out here for a bit until the tide calms down. But we're parked on a pretty not great angle. I'm not gonna lie, I'm stressing out, and so is he.
So I'm just airing down the tyres a little bit more. We have to pull up onto this dune. As you can see, the tide is really high and kind of a little bit bogged up here. I could get out if we drove down, but that's not a good idea. Bit of a disaster at the moment. We've decided to just wait. Now it's raining. Where is this rain coming from? So we're stuck here, windy, sandy, wet. Just got to get back in the car. We're stuck, waiting for the tide. Not a good start.
If you're going to take away anything from this video, make sure you check your tide times, because as a result of us not checking, we're parked on this really uncomfortable angle and we're having to sit around for hours just to wait to get to our campsite or our camp area. But yeah, we're definitely paying the consequences right now, I'll tell you that. Alright, nearly 2 hours of waiting for the tide and we are finally on our way. It's finally dropped enough to get around this tree and get the heck out of here into our campsite. Alright, it's been a few hours. We didn't really want to film anything because we are in the lowest of low spirits right now. We're trying to stay positive, but this day has just been against us. Our ferry was delayed, and then we couldn't get here, and we had to wait around for 2 hours because the tide was so high. We tried to set up camp and it was too windy, so we had to move, and we've just set up camp and had lunch, and it is pissing down with rain and it will not stop. And we had to get in the car because we were getting soaked. So hopefully tomorrow is a better day, and hopefully the rain will stop eventually and we can just go back to having a good time, because so far it is not a good time. But yeah.
After a hard first day on North Stradbroke Island, it's safe to say that our spirits were a little bit broken. Camping isn't always perfect, and sometimes you have to remind yourself that not every day will be a good one, and all you can do is stay positive and make the most out of whatever Mother Nature throws at you. We woke up the next morning to some amazing weather, checked out Amity Point and Dead Man's Beach, which is one of the few dog-friendly beaches on Stradbroke Island.
Okay, so we've come back down to Main Beach Campground. We were in the same area last night, but it was just way too windy, so we had to move. We have found a pretty good spot. Still has ocean views if you walk up to the trees there, but just a lot more protected from the wind.
You want to go for a run? Yes.
I'm making some steak sandos. There's mozzies everywhere, and we don't use bug spray, so I've stolen Johnson's jacket because I forgot my hoodie. But yeah, steak sandos for dinner. There's so many mosquitoes. I've actually never seen this mosquitoes in one area. It's actually insane. Yum. Morning. We've just woken up this morning and we're hanging out in the rooftop tent because there must be like 100 mozzies just waiting for us to get out.
Waiting for breakfast.
It's so bad. There's actually so many. Also, we gave in and we put Bindi in the rooftop tent with us. Can't see it because it's so dark, but she slept in the tent with us last night. We zipped her up on the first night in her little dog swag, but I just hate worrying about her, and she sleeps on our bed at home, so and here she is, and she's very happy about it, aren't you, baby? What the hell, man? This is the depiction of beach camping in summer in Australia. We're just packing up the car, and we don't really have much of a plan. We obviously came here with 1 day's notice, so we don't have anything planned out, but we checked out Flinders Beach yesterday and it was really nice there, so we're going to go back there today and make a coffee on the beach and just chill out there for a bit, and then run to the shops to get some ice and other things. But yeah, we're just gonna go with the flow today. But yeah, the weather is really looking better than the last few days, so that's a good sign.
We just stopped at the bakery at, where are we?
I think it's Point Lookout.
Point Lookout, the main part of town, or the main touristy part of town. The bakery loaves at the Point. Got a pie, 2 iced coffees, and the pie was wonderful. I rate it a 8 out of 10. It was good.
What were the 2 points that let it down?
The texture of the filling and the texture of the pastry, but the taste alone is an 8.
just pulled up at Flinders Beach and I think this is where we're going to be hanging out for the next few hours. Perfect conditions today. Okay, so we just had some lunch up at Amity Point and now we've just come back down to Main Beach to find a campsite. This is actually our third different campsite, but I think we've hit the absolute jackpot on this one. Camp, ocean views. How good's that?
A lot stronger than that other one.
We found it. Bindi!
Bindi!
Come here! Come here! Yay! So high! Bindi! Wow! You're so fast! That is dinner ready to go for after sunset. Any fish? Just getting Bindi ready to come up into the rooftop tent. Come on! Oh, she's so cute.
Are you going to bed?
Is she happy?
She looks happy. Hello.
Good morning. It's actually our last day here and we don't really have much of a plan. Obviously when you do bring your dog here you are limited to what you can and you can't do, but you can do the gorge walk with your dog, which is at Point Lookout, so we're going to go back there and do that before it gets too hot and then probably just hang out by the beach all day. And yeah, we've just packed up our camp. We do plan on coming back to this exact site, but because all we have is the rooftop and the awning, we can't really leave anything here. We would leave our chairs, but low-key don't really want them to get taken because they aren't cheap chairs. So yeah, we're just gonna go off for the day and then hopefully when we come back here no one has snagged up this spot because it is honestly the best one that we could find. Ready for the gorge walk?
You're not.
The famous gorge walk. Everyone's in proper activewear attire. Not me. I got my broken fake Birks on. Bindi just poked her head through the railing and her collar fell off. So now Johnson's risking his life to get it back. Got it? Oh, Bindi. We're just back here at Amity Point. Johnson just got some bait and he's gonna give fishing a go again. Still haven't caught a fish yet. This might be the day. Our 2025 resolution. Catch a fish. Today's gonna be the day. I can feel it. Can you feel it in the air, babe?
I can feel it coming.
In the air tonight. Can you feel it, Bindi? What happened?
I snagged and lost the bait.
Attempt number 2 and he's snagged again.
Going to have to cut the line. do all of that again. Someone put some snags out there.
This is attempt number 5. Every single time we've lost the bait.
A few moments later.
What is it? Bindi! Caught a fish, guys! We never catch fish.
It's possible!
It's what?
Fishing is possible! I reckon that's about a metre. That's dinner! There you go, Mindy. We caught a fish!
Good morning from our last morning on North Stradbroke Island. We woke up to the most amazing sunrise this morning, and now we're just packing up because we have the 7 a.m. ferry home this morning. So yeah, we actually don't have much to pack up. All we have to do is put the tent away and then we're good to go. Yeah, very sad to be leaving. This has definitely been one of the most amazing campsites that we've ever stayed at, as you can see. And Bindi's sad to be leaving too, aren't you, Bindi? You don't want to leave. This place is like heaven for her.
Moving on, find a toilet, take a big dump, and go to Flinders Beach. Bye.